What's up, Dragon Brood? So, we're getting to the end of this whole standard 2021 thing. I keep going through different decks, ideas, showing off cards and concepts that maybe could be viable as Zendikar starts being released. I'll be following up with some Zendikar preview video, kind of talking about cards as they get previewed, as well as some ideas after we get about a week's worth of previews out. So you can expect to see that as we transition from the standard 2021 stuff. But in all this time, I haven't really played any type of Gruul Adventures list of any kind, actually. So that's why we're playing the Gruul Adventures today. But before we get into that, as always, I'm going to ask you to please like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because that helps us both out. And then let's go talk about Gruul Adventures. Okay, this isn't going to be anything special. We've all seen all the types of adventure decks, clover decks, whatever that there have been at this point. But I'm just trying something a little different and taking it in just the Gruul space. So obviously we're going to be playing a full set of Edgewall Innkeepers, playing 3 Embereth Shieldbreakers, just kind of for the mirror match, if you want to call it that, anything else that's playing clover. Though in reality, we could probably even go up to 4 of these. Playing 3 Rimrock Knights, 3 Scavenging Ooze, playing the Lucky Clover, obviously, some Bonecrusher Giants, Lovestruck Beasts, which, by the way, this gives us a lot of things to work with Clover. The one downside that we have to be careful about is when we cast something with an adventure spell, it's instant sorcery, we do copy it, so we have to choose a second target. So if they do have their own Clover, we basically have to target it twice with the Embereth Shieldbreaker, and we just end up losing it. So, it's fine. We still get rid of their Clover. It did its job, but just something to be aware of. Lovestruck Beast, 1 Rada. We're just going to try it out, see how it works. Questing Beast, Embercleave, Great Hinge. Truthfully, and a couple of Primal Mites. But Rada could also end up being an extra Great Hinge or an Embercleave, and we might just be fine with that. So that's something to keep our eyes on. Lands, we're not getting too out of line here. We're just going to play some Mountains, 10 Forests, 2 Temple of Abandon, and 4 Fabled Passage. So, that's it. Not a lot to really talk about here. You know how the deck works and how the cards work together. Let's just see if they do their thing as they're supposed to in the arena. Alright, we get to go first. Alright, let's keep this. Let's... do we do Innkeeper or... because our first 2 turns are effectively this, and sacking this to get red. So, I'm just going to go with the Lovestruck Beast token. Or the Heart's Desire, as it's called. I assume our Innkeeper's just going to get beat to heck in this transaction, but, if it does, it does. If he dies, he dies. That's the way we're going to look at it today. Oh, Eidolon. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, we are not going to get to allow that to happen. We are definitely going to have to kill that Eidolon. Remember, enchanted creature dies for each aura on it, huh? Okay, well, this is kind of an interesting pickup. This is going to get us a fistful of cards here. And that it also means we can kind of freely just kill this. Attack here. Don't think the opponent wants to trade, because their 1/1 is worth more to them, I imagine. Yeah, I was going to say, dare ya. Like, I am in a blocking mood, surprisingly. Sure. Let's do it. Just the token. Alright, we're going to get to start coming over with some things here. One is an Archon. Alright, that's going to be a small problem to deal with. Or maybe it won't be as we pick up this Embercleave. Well, we might have to sacrifice an Innkeeper here. That might just be where we're at. We gotta sell the narrative. Alright. That didn't turn out too badly. Do we want the land? That'd be 4 if we wanted to play Questing Beast plus equip something. We may just equip Giant next turn, but that would still be 6. But we have that in hand, so probably not. Alright, so now we can start doing real big things. All that glitters, don't really care. I mean, we can make this into a 4/4 if we really want to. And I think we want to. And I guess we equip it. I mean, I can't imagine doing anything else here. You gotta block. I mean, why not just block the 5/5? Ah, that's why. That's what was going on. Okay, that still doesn't completely answer the question, but sure. I mean, we're not in a bad spot here. We have the option to get more cards. All seed, unless they have exactly a removal card for Questing Beast, that's it. If we get a land, mind you. If we get a land. No blocks here. They go to 12. We did find a land. Don't think it matters what we equip here now. Yep, that's it. We'll keep this and just see what happens. It's a little bit of a sketchy keep. But we do have a removal card. Actually, we have 2 of them, so that makes things a little bit better. We will keep that on top. Because I have a feeling we're going to be using these for the next couple turns. So, no hurry. We're just going to take our time here. Alright, well, that's cute. And we'll go ahead and try to kill this. They'll probably just village rights or something. Nope, they didn't. Okay. I was gonna say, you can't tell me I have nothing else to go with that. I'm not buying that narrative. Come on now. As we like to tell people, we're born at night, but it wasn't last night. I think we just pass. Oh, Nightmare Shepherd. That's a real problem. We're gonna have to find something like Primal Might or something to deal with that. And we are not gonna have a lot of time. Because he hits pretty hard. Alright, I think we're gonna go looking for green? Okay, well, we found some things. Now it's what to do with said things. We don't want to take 3 hits from that. I'm going to assume the last card is some kind of removal card. This will get us at least some amount of life, assuming we don't end up having to fight with Timuret over it, because they're going to spend some of this mana. So let's do this and get a card and see if we can dig deeper to find a way to deal with this Nightmare Shepherd. Don't know that we will, but we sure as hell gotta try. Oh, that's not good. I'm getting bonus cards here. Oh, and a Yara. Ooh. This is gonna hurt. A whole lot. Okay, we're gonna need an answer this turn. Oh, gosh. Alright, we kind of sadly have to play this just to not die, I think. That's not even great, really. I take 4, 5, and something comes into play. So we'd be down to 2, but if we were able to kill that... Alright, let's do this. That is not going to do it. And there's not even a big Embercleave play here that'll get us out of trouble, so we're kind of on Primal Might or no here, really. Opponent gain some life, that is fine. I mean, we're going to be at a minimum of 5, I'm assuming here. Or take a minimum of 5. If not, that would be nice. Alright, so we're going to go to 3. I mean, now, though, we're just in die to Grey Merchant territory as well. Yep, that'll do it. And then play a creature and we die? Yep. Definitely going to mulligan this one, unfortunately. We'll keep this. Think we're going to do without 1. Yeah, we'll scrap a Temple of Abandon. See what we can do here. Alright, that makes things a little better. Alright, let's do that. See how we want to handle this. We played a Clover. Come on! Oh, I was like, man, come on, Shieldbreaker. Would have been great. Because we do have the Mirror Breaker here in the Shieldbreaker, but... they may also, though. I don't know. If we play Shieldbreaker, we get a card. Though they might just want a Bone Crusher here. Kill the Innkeeper and get us... Nope. Maybe they don't have it. Maybe they don't have it. As much as I think this is going to be valuable in this matchup, I'm going to let it ride, I think. Because I just think we have other stuff we're going to need to be doing. And get in there. Alright, let's see if we're dealing with the Questing Beast or something here. No, we are not. Interesting. And we're doing an awful job drawing land so we can play our Questing Beast. Alright, they got their Lovestruck Beast down. We're about to do the same. We would love to draw a land here, so an untapped land preferably, so we can attack, use the Rimrock Knights, kill their Lovestruck Beast, and then we can make our things and play our Lovestruck Beast. Or just play Lovestruck Beast straight up if we wanted to. May not even do that, though. I might just wait till next turn on that. I mean, we can kind of live off of these Questing Beasts for a little while. That's interesting. That's a word we can call that. What happens here if we attack? Yeah, you know what? Let's just attack. See how interested they are in blocking. Because honestly, I don't know. Okay, so they're just gonna do that. Okay, that's fine. Not really what we wanted to happen, but that's a fair enough narrative there that we're okay. I'm gonna make a pile of 1/1s. And then maybe, hopefully, sorta, we can play a questing beast finally. If not, we'll try to just power through some Rimrock Knight activations. I mean, we'll do what we can. I mean, is opponent just gonna Embercleave our face? I'm not even, I mean, alright. If you have an Embercleave, sure, I'll give up a token. Hit us. Yep. Oh, now we want to draw that Shield Breaker. Shield Breaker would be huge here. Come on, deck. Ugh. Why? Why? Okay, we're at 9. Can we kill the opponent, though? Because we have double Rimrock Knight, which is triple each time, right? So let's say they block here. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Is that exactly? Because each of these is 6? I think it is. Wow. Now they're probably just like, oh, you have an Embercleave, then you just win. Because the problem is they can't afford to block, or else they can't attack with their Lovestruck Beast. But yeah, them not blocking just basically ends the game. Yep. We'll keep this one. Yeah, the funny thing is, I don't think y'all saw, I kind of got out of the game real quick, but it gave me the little thing that said, like, did you have fun? And no, I don't have a lot of fun playing Clover. Which is sad, but true. Let's go ahead and play this 1/1 out here. I don't want to put anything else at risk just yet, because I don't know what we're up against. Okay. So this is a life gain deck of some type or other. Alright, let's do this. Maybe we can get lucky and get to shoot Daxos. I doubt it, but maybe. It's probably going to end up being like a 5 or 6 toughness here. The only way he wouldn't is if... Okay, well, that is one way. Okay, no blocks. Okay, that's not bad. This is one of our few opportunities we are going to have to try to take him out. So we will do that. I think. Just making sure. We're going to definitely shoot Daxos. I'm trying to think what else we do here. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to play Innkeeper. We're going to shoot Daxos twice. And not attack. I'd rather block the Alseed with that 1/1 human, if possible. Alright, there's a Hollow Priest. Now we need a removal for that thing. Or that's going to end poorly for us. That thing is definitely not friendly, to say the least. It's not a bad card to find. Do we want to send in the 1/1? It would make them get rid of the Owl Seed, which means we'd eventually be able to deal with the Hallowed Priest. Wouldn't be the worst thing. I mean, if they double block... I can't imagine they would, though. Let's just do this. I mean, at least pressure their life total somewhat. Then next turn, if nothing else, we could play Rada and a Rimrock Knight, and then hope for something big. I mean, Embercleave's still strong here. Opponent does have 4 mana, so they can give lifelink to their things. There's a bunch of stuff they can do here with this Hallowed Priest. I mean, we have a mono-white deck that we've put here on the channel that we do all kinds of crazy things with, so I'm not going to take anything out of the equation at this point. Also, the opponent having a Lurrus here is a big deal, because they can actually protect their Lurrus, which is going to be a problem for us, for sure. So, what are we looking to do here? Let's play this first and see what we draw. Alright, that didn't tell us a whole lot. Alright, we're gonna go with Rada, since Rada at least first strikes. And we can't really attack here. And unfortunately, they do have a thing in the yard they can play here, which is going to start growing that Hallowed Priest, and that is not going to be good for us. We kind of are in a situation where we need Embercleave, like, right now, really. Oh, no. Alright. They didn't want to deal with Rada. Fair. I can respect that. Then, let's... How can I do this? Do we need to just, like, blind draw? And see if we can score an Embercleave hit? Ooh. That feels dangerous, but it might be the right play. The problem is, no matter what happens, we're going to have to put it on whatever Lurrus blocks. And that's kind of ugly. But, I mean, this would still be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we really wouldn't even kill a Heliod. But I guess we do it with this. See, I kind of want to do it this way. And then use this. But then that uses up the red. Yeah. Alright. Don't really have much choice here. That was not it. That is super unfortunate. As much as I would love that, you are not the card we're looking for. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, I think we're in trouble now. We just drew real bad. Real bad. Yeah, you can put some tokens into play. Yep. Get some counters on your Hallowed Priest. Yep, now it starts going south for us. Well, we had opportunity. We didn't hit it. Though for what it's worth, I do think the white life gain decks are actually pretty fun in this format. That was probably one of the more enjoyable decks I played against, truthfully. Or that we built. Okay, that's a thing. We can target a token with the original. I mean, Lurrus lets them replay it, though. I mean, really, they can ultimately just prevent us from getting this back, so I probably should have just played it to draw a card, really. I'm going to pull a fake here and see if I target Lurrus, if they will try... Well, crap. No, I still need to get rid of the All-Seed. That doesn't do anything. I think my mind just went terrible because we're just blanking. Stretching for answers. Yep. Alright. Any chance that... Golly, nope. Well, we tried. That's all I can say is we tried. If it's just not happening, it's not happening. I mean, opponent's going to be at a bunch of life here coming up. At least 2 more. I mean, realistically, they can just sack All-Seed, get a life from Daxos. Yeah, exactly. Get a counter on the Hallowed Priest, put a counter on Lurrus, then just replay the All-Seed. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to die. I don't think we have an out here, really. The only thing here would be getting a hinge and then going on a sick run of just like playing cards, and then stacking up something big enough to where we have more creatures than the opponent has, so they can't block everything. That'd probably be the only thing we could do. But even then, they could give some stuff lifelink. Yeah, I think we're dead. If we draw the Great Hinge next turn, I think we can play on. But if we don't, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, we can just throw a token in front of it. We're not worried about that. But yeah, I don't think we have a real out. We did not get Hinge. Questing Beast is nice, but Questing Beast doesn't do anything when the opponent has recursive All-Seeds, really. And that also is not going to do anything. Yep, we're just dead at this point. Alright. Alright, we're going to keep this. I mean, we keep not getting to go first, which is super frustrating, but not a lot we can do about it. We got to deal with the cards that are at hand. Some type of Knights deck, it looks like. And unfortunately, we don't even have a third mana yet. So what's happening here? Let's find out. Do they not really have a turn 2 play here? I'm afraid we would block their Venerable Knight, because we would. Nope, they're just going to Bone Crusher it. That's where we're at. Okay, opponent. Good to know. Good to know. Bone Crusher? Sure. Makes sense. Get in there for 2. Come on, let's go, let's go. You're playing an aggro deck. Let's do it. Alright, here comes the 5/5 that the opponent already knew about. I have a feeling this Primal Might's going to come in pretty handy at some point. Oh yes, we will most definitely block. Feel free to tap all your mana, opponent. We are about it, let me tell you. Oh, well, I was going to do something else, but this works too. Worthy Knight, sure. So now we kind of want, I was going to say a red land or just a land. Let's go ahead and kill this, so we're not having to deal with a whole pile of tokens. And we're gonna get in there with Questing Beast. And yeah, bring the team. I mean, the opponent may be incentivized just to block a token. Oh no, they actually have that. That's cool. Didn't see that coming. Alright, and they are not blocking. Also scary. Circle of Loyalty to make a 3/2. Okay. Seems fair. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not enough. That's what that means. Alright, let's see what the opponent wants to do to Rada. They can make a knight, though. So we can't just write that off just yet. Actually, they have enough. No, not quite. They almost have enough to make a knight and use their Castle Embereth. This is a nice card to have sitting on top, though. With the number of creatures that have already died, there's 2 over here. There's 2 over there. So, yeah, we're gonna... Well, let's see. If they have Embercleave, we take 8. Go to 2. And then the opponent's just dead. But they have to have something or they're dead anyway here, right? I mean, that's still 7. If your card's an Embercleave and doesn't do anything, you can make a knight. Yeah, exactly. And then it just puts a 1/1 on it. So that's fine. Still works for us. Block here. Still one unknown card, which we don't know what the thing is. Sure. Getting 2 triggers from a Rimrock Knight's probably fine. Alright. We will put 1 here, since if you have a kill card, you're going to do it anyway. Okay, they don't have it. Well, we did manage to go first, but we don't have the most exciting hand. We do at least get to look on top. We'll do that. Keep it since we have a Rada. Maybe Rada will get to live. We don't know what we're up against yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and play a Scavenging Ooze. It may end up just dying, but that's okay. We didn't have many great spots we're going to be deploying it soon anyway. You know what? Let's do this. Let's keep the opponent off of mana. We'll go ahead and eat their creature. Then we'll get in for 3. Kind of systematic, but not bad. Irritated. Alright, so that was a good play there. Fantastic. Don't see where this clover is going to matter too much. Let's go ahead and play this in case they have a Questing Beast. Though that being said, even if they did Questing Beast, we may just not care because of this Embercleave situation. Yeah, I think we just do. I mean, they can Gem Razor on their Caryatid, but... Alright, alright. That went pretty well, about what we expected. The matchups we thought we were going to be able to win, we were able to win. The one I thought was going to be hard, the life gain match, definitely is. I don't think... I mean, okay, I won't say it's unwinnable, but at best it's like a 70-30 in their favor. And that's mostly going to come down to if you get an early big creature start or you get the multiple damage spells early. If you don't, I don't think you have a shot. You know, you got to be able to do all your damage as quick as possible. Get those early, like Embercleave type draws. If not, doesn't really do much for you. I don't think there's a lot missing from this list. I think you could tweak the numbers if you don't want, say, the main deck, Scavenging Oozes, stuff like that. You could make some room for a couple other things. Maybe you want some Gem Razors in there to deal with the opposing Clovers instead of having the Ember Shield Breakers. I mean, so there's a few things you could do to customize it to taste, but overall the deck actually plays pretty well. You do get fast games, so win or lose are over pretty quick, but I dig it. I think this is fun. I don't know if the Great Hinge is really necessary. I think that's a spot you could probably find room for something big, some big finisher. Truthfully, if you were going to swap anything out that you didn't like, I would just put in either Terror of the Peaks or Elder Gargaroth, and I'm kind of leaning toward Terror of the Peaks, so you could just go over the top and maybe just get some extra damage out of whatever you draw that way. So those would be my recommendations. I wouldn't do too much else with the list at this point. I think the reality is this is one of those lists that's going to stay mostly the same because you're using a mechanic where almost all the cards come out of Throne of Eldraine. So if anything, all Zendikar would bring is maybe some replacement creatures. You know, if the format moves away from people wanting to play Adventures again, then you don't need the Ember Shield Breakers and you can play something else, right? If for some reason there's a bunch of stuff that already targets graveyards and people get away from playing graveyard strategies like Uro or whatever, maybe you can cut one or two Scavenging Oozes. You know, that's kind of the way you're, you know, maybe that last spot we were talking about with the Great Hinge, you could replace that with something new that comes out in Zendikar. But for the most part, the core of the deck's going to stay the same. You might have, we'll say 4 to 8 spots to play around with, but that's probably going to be it. So if you build this, it's probably going to stay as it is. And don't know if that's good or bad. We'll see here shortly as we start getting some previews for Zendikar. But if you haven't, remember, please like this video because that helps us get in front of more people. Hit that subscribe button because that helps me know that you appreciate what I'm doing and that you love me because, you know, having a little bit of fun, loving attention is nice. And remember to hit the notification bell that's right there by that subscribe button because that helps you get notified every time we have a new video up. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.